Okay. Hello. Hello. Ain't even been that long, but hello. Hello. Welcome. Hello. It actually was very fitting for this time of season, this time of year. Anyhow, anyway, for introductions, I am Latiste. I do readings on here as well as offer personal readings that you can book with me down below in the description. For now, I won't be on Twitch just because of the shit that's going on with Twitch. I am trying to get involved in any of those lawsuits that's currently popping up. So you can listen to me on here, okay? Anyway, with that being said and done, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good things, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this with the fuck tongue tied. So we're gonna be doing a pick a card. All the cards pretty much look like this, essentially, just with words on it. Okay, so don't really have anything to look at, excuse me. So just go ahead and pick a card. This is what is going to be the energy surrounding you this Halloween season, essentially. This Halloween is coming up in about 4 days when I'm recording this. But whenever you watch it, whenever you find it, that's why I wanted to say season. But what's going to be very significant for you this Halloween. So pick a card, one of the two of the three. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and get straight into it. So again, what is your overall energy this Halloween season? Which is, again, that thinning of the veil, that Scorpio season, that personal power, that strength, that growth, that rebirth, that searching in that emotional depth of why you feel certain ways and things of that sort. So, again, go ahead and pick that. Let's get started with pile number one. Okay, pile number one. Let's see what your overall energy is. It's so hilarious because a lot of the cards. All right, it's crazy because a lot of the cards you are getting, it's almost it's around word time power, which is hilarious because it's again that Scorpio power energy, word time power. Because some of the cards that keep falling, even with me shuffling as I was talking, one of the first cards that fell was the skeleton key. You know anything about the skeleton key? It's about this girl, just to give a quick synopsis, goes to be helping an elderly couple, mainly the elderly man, and she's trying to help them. She doesn't even realize that she's already entrapped in the sense of the voodoo that is within the house. And she's like, I don't believe, but all her actions, reactions, questions, discovery is leading her to this energy of that she really does believe. And she's like, I don't believe. Same with incantation. This woman gets her daughter back essentially after, going through the program. She was in a foster care, she got her daughter back. And it's a sense of after she did something, it's this belief, this incantation or something that's over her daughter. And the more people that believe in it, takes away the power that it has on her daughter because there's a lot more people. So again, this very widespread belief thing that's kind of happening, but it starts with you believing it and then bringing others into it because she tried to bring in the lawyer with the skeleton key and even her best friend, and then an incantation she went online and she went to certain shamans and stuff of that sort. So it's this power where you're like this can't be real, but all your actions and energy is leading to believing it. So you could be struggling with faith and be like, oh, this won't work out, but you're still, doing your project, still putting the word out there, still believing in things, still having this energy to be like, I know I'm saying something, but your energy is saying something completely different, completely new. And that's because that's what your true subconscious, your true actions, your true power wants in the first place is that truth. It's like I had a moment where I was just talking and I was like, oh yeah, I do this. I'm psychic or this or whatever, right? Just saying that. And for a while I struggled with saying that I had this power, that I had this gift. But then it just came. Boom, because all of my actions, me doing tarot readings, me interpreting my dreams, me interpreting other people's dreams, you okay? Me interpreting other people's dreams, all these things all my actions were leading me there. Even though I didn't vocally say it, my power and how I was acting and reacting was saying it enough for me that when the time came for me to speak that so courageously, so boldly, it was like, oh shit, okay. I guess I really do believe this. So it's again leading into that mode where it's like somebody's complimenting you on something, maybe. And instead of you be like, oh, I just been doing it for a while, or it's not that serious, or I could all you, whatever, you're brushing it off. You're like, yeah, thank you. I can't do that. I've been doing it. It's like, it's because you're recognizing the strength in your own power, in your own creation, and the actions that you haven't put it in. So let's go ahead and get into that here. See, that is hilarious. See, sometimes I can't really tell if it's more than one card. It's a little thick. But you guys have paranormal activity, right? And again, that that movie just cracks me the fuck up. But if you know anything about paranormal activity, it's them essentially, again, this belief. They're like, we don't know if this is really happening. I don't know if you're actually seeing it, because I believe he didn't really see it, and then he got the video recorder, or she didn't believe, one of the two. Again, this really strong belief energy, almost like Aquarius, the star energy, the hope, the renewed energy, renewed faith. That's currently what I'm seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my major tarot. But that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's like this renewed hope, this renewed faith, this true sense of believing in self allows you to truly allow that belief to be shown and alchemized for the public, essentially. And again, it's not in ways where you vote or pushing yourself out there. Like I said, it can just be a compliment. So I'm like, oh my God, I love how you put your outfit together. Like that shit eats every time. You're just like, oh, it's just my, but this time, like, thank you. It really is. It's like, it's those type of things. And it's that paranormal activity again, where you're like, am I noticing that? Did I just tell myself, did I just tell them that? Did I just set that up? I cannot believe I'm doing this. I remember a year ago I said I would never do this, and now look at me. Now I'm at the forefront, or now I'm creating this, or now I'm setting this up, or now it's this thing, because it's this paranormal activity. You've been experiencing it on different realms in different ways, and now that came out into your body. So again, it's this sense of now you are truly starting to believe and awaken within yourself. Let's go ahead and pull some further explanation cards here for you. Yeah. It could have been a shake in, like I said, it's this renewed sense. Yeah. We got the Four of Wands and the Seven of Swords coming in here. Something could have been shaken within your foundation. The Four of Wands is your foundation. Whether you're creating that relationship with others, whether you're creating that relationship with your spiritual team, with yourself, this new development, it is your foundation of where you are deciding to build your creativity, your expression, your livelihood of purpose, that energy. And so with this being in reverse with the Seven of Swords, it's just that mental of actually making a plan, seeing it through, weighing out all your options, recognizing that you do have options, different opportunities. It allows you to truly see the part that you play. And I believe something about 4 and 7, I can't remember. I would have to look it up, but it's something about 7 and 4, something in regards to numerology and how they're powerhouse numbers. So that can also be significant for you in regards to numerology if you are into that, if it so resonates with you, Ashe. But it's this energy again that you recognize the foundation that you were building, your passions, your desires, your goals, even just things that you wanted throughout your everyday life that you feel like are mundane or just there. You realize they have to come with planning. If I don't want to be tired every day, I have to set up a schedule to go to bed at a good time. So that way I'm not waking up tired every day. Because when I wake up tired every day, then I feel like I don't have the energy to even do what I need to do and what I have to do. So it's those things that are leading to even more building blocks of that stronger creativity. Because when you're real rested, you got a better mind. So it's like, it's not just looking at things from a spiritual realm, that paranormal activity of why is like, okay, now I'm bringing the camera in. Now I'm bringing more people in. Now I'm researching it. It's like now I'm gathering more information for what I'm already feeling on a RAM hierarchy, on a RAM that not everyone can see and experience the way that I can, right? So you are taking this more into account of planning in a way that releases you mentally and truly allows you to express yourself in a way spiritually high, handsome, in a way that is powerful. Yeah. We got the Three of Wands coming in here. A lot of Wands energy. Like I said, a lot of creative energy, a lot of recognizing your self-purpose, your own personal power, recognizing how your actions and reactions have been just playing a part in your life in every piece and bit of it. Every piece. Everybody, I'm seeing somebody that's like, okay, I don't need this, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need this, I'm holding on to this. It reminds me of somebody I watched, and they was like, I don't keep boxes of shit that shit came in. And I was like, I love keeping boxes of shit that shit came in. Then I have to dig deeper, like, why do you like keeping boxes of shit? Like, yeah, boxes are beautiful and they are, but unless you truly have it, sometimes you just literally keep boxes. Will I try to find a purpose for it? Absolutely. But it's this mindset that I grew up where I'm always moving, always shifting. Nothing is really my own. I never really had anything that was just mine because I got siblings, you know? So it was just like I always grew up where nothing was my own, not even the box that shit came in. So it's this mindset that even that you're like recognizing, oh shit, okay, let me go ahead and clear that out. Let me go ahead and remove that because what I feel like I truly need to express or to be myself, to recognize what's going on in the spiritual realm, and to pull it out so that it can be physically shown, seen, felt, understood. It's not being created with the Three of Wands. Okay, this anticipation of what is soon to come because I'm intentionally planning, because I am intentionally receiving. It's this intention, this thought behind it that you're recognizing how it all works out in place for you. You're like, okay, I'm okay with this. And it doesn't feel like a tower moment. It feels like a aha, epiphany moment with this Four of Wands in reverse. Like, shit, it could all be so simple. Would you rather? Yes. Yeah, so again, it's this understanding that the more belief that you have in whatever that you're working towards, working with, is really shaping you. In that way, to a point where just like it's second nature now at this point, right? So let's go ahead. I wish I had some like spooky affirmations, but I don't. So we'll just pick one card from our Black Moon Lilith because if you get it, you get it. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick one card, Spirit, to close everything out for this pile. Mm-hmm. 1 to 2 weeks for you guys. I like when they give me time frames. I'm not really a person that cares for time frames. If that's just me, but other people do. So 1 to 2 weeks is a good time frame. And one more shuffle. Actually, I don't feel one more. Just one card. Just one. Right there. And you have, okay, cibation, which is purify. It almost sounds like libation, which is hilarious. But a cibation, which is purify, cleanse, and release. Like I said, it's like you're clearing out things that don't work, recognizing what is truly holding my foundation for me. So let's go ahead and pull that up. I'm not looking at the right thing. I'm just gonna go to that because why play myself when I don't need to? That's towards the back, isn't it? Yep. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, it says like a bountiful freshwater stream feeding into the depths of a river, you are continuing to empower the gold of your sun as you move toward obtaining the philosopher's stone. What did I say? It's sun, that solar plexus, that wand energy, that fire energy, that reclaiming your power. And again, like I said with Aquarius, Leo and Aquarius are sister signs. It's that recognition and how you input into yourself. That's how you're going to input into the world around you. So with this purify, cleanse, release is recognizing that you can have those things. And the more that you put that belief into it, come on, okay? For the affirmation, it says, free, feed my newly formed soul with restorative healing. Reflect and release the pain and shadows from my past. And I will put that down in the description below for you guys so that way. But again, it's that purification, it's that release, it's that why is this happening? This doesn't, okay, I'm saying this all of a sudden, I'm doing this all of a sudden, now I'm getting opportunities. It's lining up how it should. That has been your reading pile number 1 in that 444. I love you, love yourselves more. Till next time. Alrighty, pile number 2. This is. I'm sorry, Ruby. It wasn't supposed to happen the way that happened at all. Okay. I don't think you can jump up here at this moment in time. But hello, hello, hello. Let's get into a lot of just shit's happening at this moment in time. It could be a lot of shit happening around you, a lot of shit happening to you, a lot of interruptions. Realize my hair got a little too close to the fire, sir. As much as I love you and love you being near me, you can't be up right now. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, a lot of just don't. I don't know if you can see his little head poking up over here. Just don't do that, please. Alright, let's see your overall energy now that hopefully everything has stopped flying above and below. Hey. I'm hearing what's happening underneath. Like, what's going on underneath? I don't know what that means, like, because as soon as I said above and below, I wanted to say beneath. Like, what's happening beneath? Like I said, it's a lot of things going on around you, right? I'm seeing somebody, like, when you move, right? Say you got kids, pets, or even just special equipment. I'm seeing very special equipment. You either set up a place where they can go, right? Whether that's a special room, they're going over to somebody else's place, or moving things, getting situated, whatever it is. You have a special place for them to go while you are dealing with essentially the chaos of moving. Packing the boxes, things might break. Where the hell did the tape go? Oh my God. It's like all these things of getting things situated, right? So you could be moving physically, spiritually. You could just be doing some cleaning, especially since we're alternating from summer clothes, winter, whatever. It's things like that where you're situating something, but something that is precious and or dependent on you it's like it's there, and it feels like it's adding to the chaos instead of you putting that up or away or situating that, making sure that they're comfortable, good, and then you can deal with the chaos. I hope this is making sense. If not, let me know. But it's giving me that because I'm thinking about time I'm moving. Like, hey, can you hold Ricky for a little bit? Like, thank you. Or even when I moved with an old friend of mine and she got a daughter, and we was like, hey, can you just watch her for a little bit? That way we can go ahead because we don't want her in the way. She's not even going to be able to help. She's not even old enough to help. So it's this type of energy where it's like, get something major situated that you know, no matter if this shit starts popping off, whatever, this is situated. This is taken care of. This feels stable. This feels good and secure. Like this, I don't need to worry about this because this is taken care of. And it's almost like you need to know that you have a good support system as well. Because again, it's like, you know, a good support system. And that can be, sometimes people feel like support system has to be friends and family, right? Imagine you get real close with your vet and they're like, hey, I know that you're moving soon. There's a place that I actually hold your dog, your iguana, whatever, just because you decided to become friends with that. And you know, and if you think about it, that's what a lot of old people do. That's why they stay on the phone or in stores a lot. It's because they're trying to make connections where they no longer have connections because either a lot of their friends are dead or their kids and grandkids on call or talking up, whatever, so forth it may be. But it's building that sense of connection outside of that, especially in the state of the world that we're in now, right? Where I live, I used to know pretty much the main people that I went to, the dispensary, the Dollar Tree, and the Goodwill. They knew me. Okay? Um, so it's just this sense of connection of those things of just building that. So it's just this sense of recognizing you're going to have to really open yourself up. And even though it feels chaotic, make sure that what needs to be secure, whether that's your boundaries, personal space, needing some self-care, mental time, just you time. It's things of that sort. It doesn't have to be an actual child or an actual animal or something that is action, but it's your own self-care habits are dependent on you as well. Because the more that you upkeep them to let yourself know that you are present, that you're here, that you're recognizing, like, hey, we're still gonna take care of us. We're not gonna overstress the situation. That doesn't need to be overstressed. It's kind of like that energy of don't cry over spilled milk that hasn't even been spilled. You know. Let's see. I got two coming in here. Are these? They're not the same people, are they? Is Friday the 13th Jason? I don't. I'm so sorry. I really wish it's Friday the 13th Jason. Yes. I will say, shouts out to that woman for that. Because if I didn't hear that rap lyric go through my head, Friday the 13th, and guess I would not have known. But yes, oh my God, that's crazy. Y'all both, and these are shuffled pretty damn good. So you got Freddy versus Jason coming in here. If you know that movie, shouts out to that movie. And then you have Friday the 13th. Okay? Jason, it's crazy because I know your story, Jason, but I didn't know your movies. That didn't. But this Jason energy is just, he went to the camp, he got bullied, drowned, comes back Friday the 13th to the camp, kills the kids, right? Freddy, you know, got burned, goes into people's dreams, kills the kids. It's this energy, which is crazy. I spelled Freddy wrong. Or am I staring at this word too much? A lot of distraction. I'm getting so, like, I can admit, I can get easily distracted. Very much so can. But it's like this feeling inside of my gut where it's like it's trying to pull me purposely to get distracted. Like, it's like, let's get really off topic. Like, let's get as far off topic as possible. And it's almost like this avoidant nature. And I always got so irritated with Jason and Freddy, just people just killing people that didn't necessarily need to get killed. Like, I always wondered, why didn't you go after the people that tortured you to death? Like, that's what I was always thinking. Like, why don't you go after the people that fucked with you? You're always going after their kids or their descendants. This weird thing is like, no, I'm going to seek the revenge that needs to be sought. And that's where that I need to protect what needs to be protected comes in. I need to guard. I need to make sure that it's safe. I need to make sure that it's maintained. I need to make sure that that is good. Because while my mind is going through all this, while people are trying to pull my attention that don't necessarily need it, I feel like that is definitely a sign for you, especially with Jason coming out twice. Okay? Very attached to mother wounds in a really weird way. Um, so dealing with this, and again, it was both mental, whether it was in your dreams, right? With Freddy, it's this mental that's holding on to you in this sense. Yeah, where it's like you how do I want to put it? It's like you feel like you have to have eyes on something in order to feel like it's safe. Does that make sense? Like you feel like you have to be watching it, hovering over it, or checking in on it consistently to make sure that it's safe. And it's possibly why they gave me the vision of somebody moving and them putting their child in this room where it's safe, secure. They're not worried about the box cutter being out, this and that, right? And they can go in and just check every now and again. And so it's this sense where it calms you mentally. And so you walk a lot by sight. Not saying that you don't have faith, but you are definitely, I need to see it to believe it. Which is crazy because you're getting Freddy, which goes visions into your nightmares, into your third eye chakra, into that energy, and then Jason energy, where they literally have a mask on to hide their face because they are emotionally damaged, and now they are taking it out on everyone because they're emotionally damaged, and they need to deal with that shit. Anyhow, anyway, back and forth, moving on. So it's like this energy that you're trying to protect. You don't realize that it's actually in the midst of the chaos. And that's why you have to keep checking on it because it isn't somewhere safe and protected where you can just kind of, oh, okay, you're still here. You're good. You need any snacks? You good? Okay. All right. We're good to go. We're set and ready. Right? Hey, how are they doing? Oh, they're doing good. Okay. Just checking in, just checking in. It's this energy. And now you can get back focused on what needs to really be tackled. Right? Whether that's financial issues, whether that's, actually moving and having to figure out how it's all going to work and plan it together. Now I'm seeing Inside Out, a lot to do with like children's movies, but which is hilarious. This too, but it's like this energy where you're possibly dealing with something very major, or you're planning something big and it's like, okay, I keep worrying about this. Or it could just be a habit like, well, I can't take care of myself. I can't do that right now. I don't have time. And so that's, instead of you being able to check in on that, and you feel like you're checking in and saying, I don't have time to do a self care habit that I know helps me to stay mentally stable, grounded in self, that's actually going to calm me in the midst of all this. Let's see what the chaos is. Let's get into this chaos for you. Because I'm there's no other way for me to put it. Just feels like distractional chaos. And it's only supposed to be something that you focus on, take a look into, and it's handled. But it's becoming to a point where it's way more overwhelming. It's like I'm seeing a lot to do with kids. A kid getting frustrated because they're trying to tie their shoe, right? And the parent's like, no, it's fine. Like, no, you got it. But they can also feel the anxiety of the parent being like, well, we gotta go. Like, I can, like they can kind of feel that the parents like, no, it's fine. Like, take your time. Like, yes, we do have to leave, but in the case, it's like, okay, but I have to learn this. So I don't do this. Like, they're gonna have to do it, and I'm gonna not feel accomplished for the day. It's like leading into this deeper means versus the parent, if they can, taking some time. Like, hey, when we get home, we'll do this. We'll practice each day this. Do the I don't know, but plan it because I ain't got kids. So work that out to your time. It's a message where the message needs to be received. Ashe. So it's taking this and being like, okay, I know that this is really important to them. Let's set some time so that way not only do they feel important in what they're saying, their demands, and feeling independent, but also knowing that they are important enough to depend on me. I'm going to set up some time to, again, make sure that they're in this safe room, this safe space, this safe energy where I can check in on them like, hey, you good? Yep. I'm at one buddy loop. I'm going to get the other buddy loop now. And it's like, now they know how to get there because of that. And that allows you the next time, it's like, it ain't going to be easy, but at least you put them in a safe room first. Y'all literally got the Ten of Wands, which is literally a burden. Wands is fire energy, physical energy, creative energy, right? That source, soul purpose energy being activated. So for you to get the Ten of Wands, and I said, let's take a look into what the chaos is. It's this unnecessary burden that you're holding. And I don't want to just like, it's this, as it's coming in, because it's very particular, but it's just like you're holding on to something that is not necessary, and it's because you're trying to protect something. Or example, in order for me to protect my peace growing up, I just did a lot of my own shit to the point that my family did not know anything about me. To this day, they still don't know a lot about me if I don't talk to them, which I don't talk to pretty much all of them. For a lot more reasons than one. But growing up, it was always something always turned into an argument, or it was just too much, right? Or just somebody just was angry, now they want to take it out. It was just dealing with 5 to 6 other people's energies all the time. You're just like, I don't have time for that. It's a lot. And so what I thought was protecting my peace was watching me going inside, reading my books, and watching my little shows, napping, so I can learn lucid dream, all those things, just really going inside and only having those particular moments during like Sunday dinner, or, you know, very small, like, let's go ahead and watch something. Instead of me, that I thought was protecting my peace. Like, yeah, I'm away from all the bullshit, but I still heard it, which is why I was trying to drown it out. I still have to deal with it when I did interact with them, because it was going to take, it didn't actually do it, versus truly protecting my peace and chaos would have been setting up boundaries like, hey, this is not my argument, this is not my fight, I don't want to deal with it. Versus when I did get involved, like, I wasn't really listening, now I'm involved in a fight, or when I did listen and I agree with the wrong person, it just squares me like, I'm listening to my argument, this is not my fight. And that's me protecting my peace in the midst of the chaos. Versus me withdrawing, being recluse, all these things, and they barely getting to know me. They didn't even get to know the parts of me of why I was doing that in the first place. So again, it's now me creating an unnecessary burden of me having to change my whole entire homeostasis to avoid something, which is causing even more chaotic, hefty burden is because I have to monitor all these people versus just monitor and take care of myself. And looking at it from a different way, like, okay, I don't need to do this because that's adding on extra weight, extra pressure, extra time, extra demand on me and my energy. And I can just do this instead. Set up some boundaries. Set up some restrictive time. And if it don't work, then I now know how to operate and move in that sense. But it goes a long way. Yeah, we got the Hangman and the Judgment card coming up in here for you. The Hangman is that pause moment, that flipping things on the head, a different perspective, a different way of thinking and feeling about things, right? So if this Hangman is coming in to bless you. So if you feel like things, like I said, it's like a moving moment or a period where it's like everything feels like it's moving and you're trying to protect or keep one thing or make sure that something is stable and just right. And so during this Hangman moment where it feels chaotic, recognize that and recognize how you can do that while still dealing with this and removing those sticks one at a time, right? Because I slowly started setting boundaries where they were trying to come, my siblings would come to try to talk to me about somebody. I don't want to talk about them. Did you tell them yet? No, I ain't tell them yet because, well, why are you telling me? Why are you having a third party conversation about somebody that you can have a first conversation with? Don't do that with me. And now my family, don't. You can vent, sure, when it comes to complaining over and over again, especially about a situation that you didn't even direct towards them, and now you getting, yeah, you right, instead of getting the person's understanding of you being right if you were right in the first place. It's just things like that where just like now I can shift. Now I'm not in the chaos. I know about it. I can see it. But those pause moments, those reflective moments, like, hey, this is causing a disconnect in a way that I don't want. That's what's going on. Because you got the Judgment, which is a resurrecting. Ooh, hilarious. And it's right under Friday the 13th. Hilariously, because he comes back around that time. And like I said, the Judgment card is the karma card. This is the cycle coming back around. How are you going to shift it? How are you going to change? How are things going to be weighed out based off of the actions and decisions mentally that you have made and decided to make or want to make, right? Putting that energy out there. So with Friday the 13th being right on top of pretty much the resurrection card, the Judgment card, come back with a vengeance for your protection of yourself. Because that's what's needing to be happening right now. If something is not in that safe room where you can just peek in and know that it's there and then deal with what's needed one at a time without neglecting that, making sure that it is safe, right? Let's go ahead. I think that's good for y'all. Yeah, I think that's good for y'all. I think that's where I will end it for you, pal number 2. I love you guys. Love yourselves more. Until next time. Alrighty, pile number 3. This is for you for your overall energy this season. Take a look in a book. It's reading rainbow. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. That's yeah, a lot of, I don't even want to, because it's always to go to like Sag energy, Gemini energy, but like yeah, it's giving that. I can't. It's like sounds like you don't want the easy answer. Because I was even thinking like, what that would be the answer that I'm looking for. That's the energy that I'm feeling is Sag energy. So why would I not? But it's like, well, that seems too easy. I shouldn't go with that answer. Let's find it. It's like, where's the easy answer? You get the easy answer, and you're like, nah. Let's try and see if maybe it can be a little bit harder, a little bit. I don't know. It's like that can't be it, and it doesn't feel necessarily so much like doubting yourself and what you're seeing. It's almost like you're not used to things being that easy. So I'm like, no, this is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. spirit is fucking hilarious. I'm hearing, why are you surprised that you're getting a paycheck when you did the work? That's kind of how the energy is. Not so much doubting yourself, but it's like, oh shit, it can't be that easy, right? For work that I did, I'm getting something for it, and it's like, yeah, of course you are. This how it works, my darling. That's how it works. So it's kind of like when spirit blesses you with a sign or a message or a blessing or a cleansing, like clearing something out, removing something, or someone, and or giving you that aha moment, that epiphany moment, that understanding of why something did it. And it's like, but it can't be that, can it? Nah, 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 nah. It can't be that. It can't be that. That can't be what you're saying. So it's kind of giving that energy, like almost. I don't want to say like imposter syndrome. It's just like you really have this energy of like me. Like, you choose me, you're picking me. I'm seeing, what was that one for Polar Express when he was shocked that he got chosen? He's like, me? I don't know why I'm seeing that. So that can be significant. And then you wind up losing something, and you wind up getting it back. You really should have got that hole fixed. But yeah, it's kind of like very shocked that you're chosen. And Sag energy is very lucky energy, very, very abundant and expansion energy as well. And opportunities and love. It's the expansion planet. So I'm not spirit. I'm not taking on cards. You know cards. But it's the expansion, and it's like you right now are like exalted in this expansion energy, and it's kind of feels like it's coming out of left field, sideways. A lot of just a lot of good energy, and I feel like you're not really used to or accustomed to it just coming in without stress, struggle, strife, confusion, contemplation, whatever it is, a loss. It's just the sense of like, it can't be this simple. We got Nanny, right? Nanny is about a movie where a woman comes to the States, I believe it's the States, and she is nannying for this white couple, and she is from, I don't want to fuck it up. She is from part of Africa. I don't remember which part because I hate. I'm trying not to be one to say like Africa. It's like there's so many different parts, but I don't remember where she's from. But in the movie, she is from Africa. And she comes there and she's trying to, set up money so that way she can bring her son over. And she's like seeing and experiencing things in the home that's real fucked up. And the parents are also fucked up. So she's dealing with them being fucked up and neglecting their daughter for the most part and expecting things and also barely paying her, which is hilarious. I mentioned payment and you were shocked that you got paid, and this person was struggling to get paid in this movie. And she was like, but you haven't paid me, but I still been taking care of your daughter and I've been feeding her out of my own pocket and money. So it's this thing, it's like this retribution energy, this, okay, we're noticing, we're seeing the work that you've been putting in, you know. For a lot of people, their nanny is their mom. But then, as I said in the movie, they're very neglectful, wasn't even feeding the daughter at first, the first couple of days, maybe in the week that they was in there, they was set this up, and then after a while she noticed that the food stopped being stocked and this and that. And so there's certain things where it's like, that's, you take care of a lot of people, you take care of a lot of things. So that's why this feels like this can't be this easy. Because you're so used to having to handle so much, do so much, take care so much, figure stuff out for yourself, for other people, turn things around, flip it, reboot it, or doing things without actually getting something in return. Even when you are supposed to be getting paid for it or recognized for it, credit for whatever it is. So this nanny energy is coming in, and she did quit. Of course, she quit, you know. Uh, and she was dealing with a whole lot, but it was also a whole lot supernaturally, mentally for her as well. And so it's this sense of where you are getting blessed, and Spirit doesn't want you to be like, "Are you sure? You sure?" Like, what's gonna happen? Like, what the fuck is gonna go wrong? Like, you finna bust me with an extra $1,000 in my paycheck, and then I'm finna get in trouble. And this, I'm like, nope, that was supposed to come. We forgot to pay your bonus that you didn't even know that you were supposed to. It's things like that where things slipped through the cracks, possibly because again, you focus a lot on other people, and Spirit wants you to work on that as well. Recognizing that no is a lot more powerful, and when people know that they can also get a yes. I'm going to say it again. No is a lot more powerful when people know that they can also get a yes. And what I mean by that is it is okay to say no to the same people that you say yes to. Okay? You don't need to do everything and not everything. Because sometimes saying that no allows them to figure out where they can find another yes and another connection, either within themselves or just period. But with this coming in, it's like Spirit is like, no. You are well deserving of this. You've been dealing with a lot. And you haven't, it's like, ooh, the last holiday when she was waiting and she had her book of dreams. What did she call them? The possibilities, the book of possibilities or whatever. And then when she was just about to die, she cashed in on all the money, all this, she went and bought out. It's like Spirit is like, we don't want you on the brink of death to enjoy the things that you have obtained or that you have been blessed with. That's not how it's supposed to work. And we don't want you to feel like that's the only blessing that you're going to get. The only significant release that you're going to get. The only moment of peace that you're going to get. The only moment of traveling and being noticed and recognized or loved or felt, or whatever it is, that's not it. We're not just leaving it there for you. We're not. Wow. Oh, honey. We're going through a lot emotionally. Okay? We have the Four of Cups in the reverse coming in here. Then we have the Sun coming upright, and then the Five of Cups coming upright. Like I said, it's been a lot of struggle of balancing your own emotions and needs with other people's, because you're very much, I know I'll figure it out for myself, but for some reason, you don't feel like other people can figure it out for themselves either. I don't know. It could be that you don't like seeing people struggle. It's kind of like when you're seeing somebody else play a game and you're seeing a move that they're not seeing. Like, just tag me in. And it's like you want to be tagged in, but you're not realizing when you're tagged into that person's energy, you're also tagged into that person's energy. Some people have to figure things out, and not say that you can't be there for that support, but at least back to your no is a lot more powerful when people know that they can also get a yes. Because if you're saying no, it's for a reason. It's for your own boundaries. It's because you can't, whatever it is, that's fine. I can accept your no because I've gotten your yes before and I respect you enough. So with this Four of Cups is coming in to remind you, like, you don't need to discard things of yourself to show that you're also struggling or hurt as well, or that you go through things, or you don't need to discard things to put yourself in a cycle of feeling like you're not worthy or deserving, or are you sure about these blessings? Sit in that moment, sit in the sun, because that leads to more, again, expansion, growth, prosperity, more moments to be happy, and also allowing other people to realize things on their own, to situate things on their own with the Five of Cups. Because right now they're yelling because of this, and they're not even seeing this. So it's like, look, you're seeing, where's your potential? You're not using all your potential. It's just like, but I am. So you're really tapping into this energy of being like, you know what? I have to recognize that once I start doing for me, if I really feel this way, I can do for others a whole lot more. I can love on others a whole lot more. I can love on myself a whole lot more. We can come together and love and work with each other. Yeah, a lot of emotional energy around this. That's why it's kind of like, are you sure? Should I? I knew a card flipped over. Come on. There we go. King of Wands energy, Leo energy. Like I said, you are very much a person that is okay with stepping in. And it doesn't even have to be stepping in like, okay, I know how to handle the situation. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and set it up. It's more like somebody knows that they can just come to you, vent to you, just let it all out. And then that's all that you're good for. Because they know that you'll listen, know that you'll talk. Give them that good advice or just allow them to just release, literally vent. That's what I be telling people. Vent is venting for a reason. If you don't even open the vents to your home and clean them out, and then it can backfire on your ass. And then it's slowly building up pressure, slowly building up pressure till it explodes. That's why they call it venting for a reason. Somebody has to take on that extra. So with this King of Wands, you're always ready to step in. Whether that's actually, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can set it up. Yeah, I got time to listen. Yeah, I got time to do that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your no becomes less powerful. Whether that's in your own mind and your own energy, and now you're taking on like a nanny somebody else's kids. Not even saying you got your own or not, because you know the climate in this situation. I ain't here to do none of that. Ashe. And when you feel like you can't even take in your own inner child, it's kind of like shit. But they might need it more. They might need a little more. I used to think that, like, I don't deserve to cry. Like, yeah, my problems are horrible, my trauma is horrible, but I don't deserve to cry. Because what does crying do and how does it help me? I don't deserve to cry. There are people that have it a lot worse. There are people that are a lot more vocal about their pain, so they deserve to cry. It was whatever I was telling myself at that moment in time. So I realized, what the fuck? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And so you have to realize with this that you dancing under the sun is not going to take away from somebody else being able to do the same thing. Can't rescue everybody, especially if you don't even know how to love. Not even rescue yourself. Love yourself first. There's a lot to be happy and joyful about coming in, and that is already here, and it's going to weigh on you emotionally, possibly feeling guilty or, again, unsure. But it's just a matter of recognizing I'm not the world, I'm just living on it. So I can't be expected to heal all of it. Okay? So take your time with yourself. Loving yourself, recognize that. Again, my no is as powerful as my yes. And saying no is what makes my yes a lot more powerful and vice versa. Okay? But that has been your reading, pile number 3. I love you. Love yourselves more. Until next time.